Hello, good evening. So, as this is a biological classification topic, now we can see the five kingdoms classification. Okay, so who proposed five kingdom classification? The five kingdom classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker. There were many other scientists like Aristotle and Linnaeus gave two kingdom classification, and there is also three domain kingdom, and the finally accepted one is R.H. Whittaker's. It is five kingdom classification. Okay, let's see what are those five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Malia. So they divided some organisms to Monesta, some to Protista, and some to Fungi based upon their characters. What type of characters? What type of characters? The characters like cell wall, the characters like cell type, cell wall, nuclear membrane, body organization, and mode of nutrition. So based on these types, some organisms were divided into this, and some to this, and some to this. So he divided into five kingdoms. All the organisms come under these five kingdoms. Okay, first let's see about Monera. In Monera, all the organisms are included which are only prokaryotic. Okay, what is meant by prokaryotic? In prokaryotic organisms, the cell has no definite nucleus and nuclear membrane. Okay, there is no definite nucleus and nuclear membrane. Okay, and also there will be some organisms in a cell, right? In a cell, a nucleus is present, and some other membrane bound organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria. All these are present in the cell, right? This is cell wall, and inside this a cell membrane. This is nuclear membrane, this is nucleus. So these are some other membrane bound organelles. All these are present in a cell. But in prokaryotes, in a cell, there is no nucleus and nuclear membrane bound organelles. These organelles, these nucleus are absent. Okay, so these type of organs are called as prokaryotic organisms. Prokaryotic organisms, right? So now we understood what is prokaryotic. All these organisms which have prokaryotic nature, prokaryotic cell type, are included under Monera, like bacteria, virus, etc. Okay, let's discuss about this later. And in Monera, the organisms which are prokaryotic also has a cell wall. What is cell wall? This is a cell, right? And the outermost membrane is called cell wall. This cell wall is non-cellulosic. It is non-cellulosic, as there is no cellulose present. Okay, there is no presence of cellulose. It is non-cellulosic. Understood? If it is non-cellulosic, there must be some other products present in that cell wall, right? What are those? Those are polysaccharides. Those are polysaccharides and amino acids. As there is no cellulose layer, it is non-cellulosic. That's why polysaccharide and amino acid are present in cell wall. Okay, next. And what is the nuclear membrane? It is a cell. This is a nucleus, and this membrane is surrounding nucleus is nuclear membrane. What is this nuclear membrane? Is it present or not? We already discussed that in a cell there are no any other organelles, and there is also no nucleus. So definitely nuclear membrane is also absent. So nuclear membrane is absent. Okay. And what is the body organization? Suppose let us take an example of bacteria. Any kind of bacteria body, or amoeba, anything. It is made up of some cells, right? Only cell wall without nucleus and other organelles. It is made up of cell wall, okay, cell wall and cell membrane. So, and the organism is situated like this only, and only cells are present, and these cells are not mixed up to form a tissue, and these tissues are not mixed up to form an organ as in our humans. In our humans, cells combine to form tissues, and tissues combine to form organs. These organs like heart, lungs, kidneys or together form organ systems, right? But in this Monera, the example like bacteria, the organisms in Monera, they have only cellular structure, cellular organization. Only cells are present, just cells in the organism. These cells do not combine and do not form anything, okay? Only cellular, okay? Next, and as humans, we take some food. It may be we take some type of nutrition, like we depend on other organisms, like we take food from other organisms or we prepare food. We cannot synthesize our own food because food is not made in our body, right? We have to take that from an external source. If you eat a chicken, it must be from a hen, or if you eat any item, it must be from outside only for us humans. But in Monera, they can synthesize their own food. These bacteria, in the presence of sunlight, they can synthesize their own food. So these are called autotrophic. Autotrophic means which synthesize their own food. Remember this, own food. Okay, this is called autotrophic. How do they synthesize? How do they synthesize? As they synthesize their own food, there may be of different types. They need some source, they need some energy to synthesize that food. What may be that? Sunlight. Okay, from sunlight, if the bacteria prepares food, its own food, so this process is called photosynthetic autotrophism. Okay, with presence of sunlight. Photosynthetic means sunlight, so it is called photosynthetic autotrophism. For example, if the bacteria without sunlight depends on some inorganic structures, okay, inorganic structures. So what are inorganic structures? Those are nitrates, ammonia, etc. So all these